Have you ever heard a car that sounds less like an engine and more like a clap of thunder? A car that looks like it just landed from outer space? Well, get ready, because today we're jumping into the absolutely incredible story behind one of the most famous names on the planet, Lamborghini.
But first, I've got a little riddle for you. What has doors that fly up towards the sky like wings and has the power of a seriously angry, raging bull? Think you know it? It's
A Lamborghini? You got it. These things aren't just cars, you know. They're basically dreams built out of metal, shaped like a lightning bolt, and they come from a story that is going to blow your mind. And that story starts in a place you would never, ever guess.
To really understand this amazing supercar, we have to meet the man who started it all. And he wasn't some famous race car driver. Nope. He was a guy who just loved machines, and he got his start building something, well, a lot slower. This guy right here is Ferruccio Lamborghini. He actually grew up on a grape farm in Italy. But he was way more interested in the engines that made the farm run than the grapes growing in the fields. He was just a natural-born mechanic, totally brilliant at taking machines apart and putting them back together, only better.
Okay, so here's the craziest part of the story. After World War II, Italy was rebuilding, and all the farmers needed help. So Ferruccio, with his amazing skills, started grabbing leftover parts from old military vehicles and used them to build super powerful, reliable tractors. His tractor company became a huge success, and he got very, very rich.
Now, being rich meant Ferruccio could finally afford to buy his dream cars, and back then, in Italy, that meant you bought a Ferrari. But this is where the story gets really good. It all kicks off with a massive fight.
So Ferruccio owned a few Ferraris, but he kept having this one really annoying problem with the clutch. It just kept breaking. And since he was a master mechanic, he knew he could fix it. In fact, he figured he could make it even better. So he went to complain to the big boss of Ferrari himself, the legend, Enzo Ferrari.
Well, Enzo Ferrari did not like being told his cars had problems. He pretty much just looked at Ferruccio and told him, "Hey, tractor maker, maybe you should stick to tractors because you clearly don't know how to drive a real sports car." Whoa, that was a huge mistake. Ferruccio was so insulted.
And that single comment lit a fire. Ferruccio Lamborghini decided right there on the spot. Oh yeah? Fine. I'll show you. I won't just build a better clutch. I'm going to build a better car. And that's exactly what he did. He decided to create the perfect supercar.
So, with this new mission to build the absolute best car in the world, Ferruccio needed a symbol, something powerful, strong, and maybe a little bit wild. And he found the perfect idea in the world of Spanish fighting bulls. This whole bull thing became his passion. See, in 1962, he visited a ranch in Spain that was famous for its incredible fighting bulls. He was just blown away by how powerful and beautiful they were. So he made a raging bull his company's logo. And what's really cool is that his own star sign was Taurus, the bull. It was perfect. He even named his first true supercar, the Miura, after the guy who bred the bulls.
Okay, so what is it that makes a Lamborghini a Lamborghini? It's not just that cool bull logo on the front. It's this awesome mix of wild design and incredible engineering that makes these cars look like they're from the future.
First off, just look at that amazing wedge shape. They're built like that so they can slice right through the air, almost like a spaceship. And then you've got those famous scissor doors. They don't open out, they swing up like a pair of wings getting ready for takeoff. And the best part? The engine, the heart of the beast, is behind the driver, not in the front. That gives it perfect balance, just like a real race car.
Speaking of legendary, you gotta hear this. The famous Lamborghini Countach had this tiny little back window, so it was basically impossible to see out of when you were trying to park. So drivers came up with this awesome trick. You'd swing open that scissor door, sit right on the side of the car, and then look over your shoulder to back up. How cool is that?
So from that one big fight with Ferrari, the Lamborghini legend has just gotten bigger and faster and louder ever since. Let's see how that raging bull is doing today.
Ferruccio's dream of the perfect car is still going strong. Those classic cars like the Miura and the Countach totally paved the way for today's amazing machines like the Huracán and the brand new Revuelto. Each one just keeps pushing the limits of what a car can do.
And people are still crazy about them. Just last year, in 2023, Lamborghini delivered over 10,000 cars to people all over the world. That's pretty amazing, right? From a little tractor company to a global superstar, Ferruccio's dream is bigger than ever.
And you know what the best part is? The legend is so cool that you don't even have to be a billionaire to have a Lambo in your room. You can actually build your very own Lamborghini Countach piece by piece with the official Lego set.
So that's the story of the Raging Bull. It's a story about tractors, a huge argument, and one man's dream to build the perfect car. And that leaves me with one last question for you. If you were like Ferruccio and you decided to build your very own supercar, what awesome animal would you put on the front as its logo? A cheetah? A shark? Maybe a dragon? Let your imagination run wild.